do this. I don't vape it. Cut.
Oh
yes!
No, you got nailed on the volume. You did the camera perfectly, and you fucked up the volume.
I was so busy trying to click it and shit.
That's 3 weeks.
Craig is the winner.
I think Richard Burton.
It was Richard.
Richard won it.
Yeah, Richard.
Congratulations, Richard.
Thank you. John's on a gold drought.
I am. Can't put up a bottom. You just can't put up the thing. Just imagine it says John somewhere here.
John, mid-table mediocrity.
Lower thirds are no more.
Yeah.
It's not working. There's just no toolbox. Can't do it.
No, Google is scrapping it all.
It's not a thing.
You're gonna have to wear badges across like there.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Won't they be in reverse or something?
We'd have to sit there like that all night.
No.
Anyway,
you're sorry.
Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 63 of the Ideal Home Show. It is Thursday. It is 9. It's 2 minutes past 9. We've got a special guest later on. How's everyone doing? Is everyone all right?
Fucking hell, 63 fucking shows.
63.
Oh.
We've now officially overtaken the podcast, which had 62.
Oh.
Finished on 62.
We must be gluttons for punishment, I reckon.
Here's to another 63.
Oh, Paul. We'll just mention it now, but Plumes are doing their 3-year anniversary this Monday coming. 3 years.
3 years.
Oh, dear.
No wonder they're all a bit mental.
I mean, look.
No wonder fucking they start pissing around with little spinny things and stuff. Maybe you just start doing it after.
Well, Sean's just bored shitless, isn't he? I mean, he's just had enough.
Yeah. He's just going through the motions now.
It just turns up.
Yeah, it's kind of just lying there and taking it. So
it's better than sort of masturbating with your own tears in the cellar, probably. It's probably might as well turn the camera on.
Don't give my game away.
You haven't got a cellar. Right. We're going to have to do a hand check. Richard, how's your week been? What did you have for dinner? What are you vaping on?
I had for tea a rather large aubergine.
On its own?
An aubergine?
I don't eat tea on a Thursday, so I'm just going to have to keep making things up.
I believed you.
I had a jacket potato for lunch. I didn't have rice. So it's quite a special day already, really.
Swap the carbs over, did you?
Yeah, went full carb.
No rice, though.
I know. I ran out of packets.
That's why it's snowing today.
Yeah, it's an administrative error.
If Richard went on a low carb diet, he'd die.
Yeah.
Just can't do it.
Because there's nothing else in my life.
No, it's just rice.
Just emptiness and carbs.
I had a bit of mackerel once, but I didn't like it.
No, I'm not a fan.
I'm just trying to think what an aubergine will be like just on its own.
A rather large one.
Large aubergine.
Those big ones are called
week.
They're called black beauties, actually. Did you know that? I grew them. I used to grow things down the allotment.
Have you still got an allotment?
I got rid of it. I did have it for about 3 or 4 years, though. It was
more
quite
trouble
good.
than they're worth, eh?
Well, I just got too busy and didn't have time. But I used to sneak off down there years ago and have a little cheeky fag when I'd given up. Had my roll-ups down in the shed.
So long. That's all right, fair enough.
Wow.
Yeah, grew a bit of edge as well.
Better go look at the carrots, love.
Go and walk with the plants.
They said, "I'll smell a smoke your carrots," but no.
You were in your 70s, like in.
It's a rare breed of carrot. That I love.
You were way before your time.
Having a potter about.
Just thinking the good life with Rick.
Oh, I had loads of good stuff going down there. I had all my beds rotated. I had a little book that I used to write on what I grew that year so I could move the veggies around, different beds, and yeah.
And then you got the Kent show, you know, most attractive looking courgette.
We got one of those. They've got it's called the, what is it? It's the Ha-Ha. The Hawkenberry Allotment Horticultural Association or something. It's called the Ha-Ha. And they have the giant pumpkins and things like that up there. It's quite good.
63 shows.
Anyway, Richard.
I live, mate. I know, I'm living down here.
Andrew, what are you vaping on?
What am I vaping on? I am vaping on the Big Bear, which I think Rick's going to talk about a little bit later.
Yeah, I've got one of those. Yeah.
Mixing 2 juices. What am I mixing? Frozen Pond from Goose Juice and from Code Vapors, the muffin one.
Oh, yeah.
Muff cake.
Frozen muffin I'm having.
I haven't tried that yet.
Because it's Rick will explain it later, but it's 2 tanks, so you can arse about with your juice.
That's clever.
Yeah, it's just a bit of fun, and it's good. On top of the X-Taste 250 watt mod, which just came in, they sent me sort of like an early release version, a prototype or a version 1 or whatever, and it had loads of like glaring weirdness. And so they've corrected all of that, and you can fit huge atomizers on top now, which I know some people care about.
You get a 30 on that by the looks of it.
I think 28, but yeah, that's still good, isn't it? 28. So that's that. I've also got the Navigator BX RTA. This is I put a picture of this on my Facebook. It's got the most mental deck ever. It's a goon style deck, but the clamps are closed by I'm going to sound like a bit of a numpty now, but the steering wheel of an old ship.
Yes, I saw it posted the other day.
Yeah, I saw that. I wondered what was going on there with that.
What's the proper word for those?
A ship's wheel.
Right. There we go. So it's mental inside, and it makes it this entire thing, which is huge, is only like 4 mil capacity.
Oh God!
And because of the steering wheel thing, the ship's wheel, you have to do it by your hand. So you tighten it by hand, and so you can't really tighten it that tight. But it's a really nice vape on it though. So yeah,
must be that steering wheel.
Yeah. It's
maybe it acts like a fan. Maybe it acts like a turbo fan thing.
It doubles the size of the chamber, having to have that wheel in, just so you can call it a Navigator. But that's Fumitech who made the Fogwind. Was it the Fogwind?
They really pulled that name out of a hat, didn't they? The Fogwind. I mean, you thought, what does he do with fog? Wind.
So that's the next review I'm putting out, and I'm quite looking forward to it because it's going to be contrasting.
Yeah, that wheel is a bit mental.
It's a bit mental, yeah. When they could have just had a flathead screw.
I do like the fact that you had the meeting where one of them went, "I like the name, to make it sort of ship orientated." Oh, okay. Well, what are you thinking? Big ship's wheel at the top. That'd be fucking massive. Wait, there was option number 2, the cat weasel. Well, what's that? It was like a cat and a weasel, and you twist it. Well, fuck, we'll do the ship one. Just do the ship one. Fuck it.
It's like a GCSE project gone wrong. Isn't it? And lastly, the trusty flask SX with Goblin Mini V3 on top and Goose Juice inside.
And that's a UD Goblin Mini, isn't it?
UD Goblin Mini, and there's a clue. Oh no, it's not a secret. I guess we've got Ray coming on later, who designed the original Goblin.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But that's not why I'm vaping it. I just do vape it. So that's me. John, what did you have for tea? How's your week been? And what are you vaping? Dinner.
It's been a very, 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 very busy week at work.
An emotional roller coaster.
It has, possibly. And I'm just going to put some drips in my drip. Yeah, been a very long week. I'm already fucking knackered. Only one day left to go. Yes. And What an appetit! Oh, we had sausage and chips.
Oh,
Actually, it was nice. Good sausages from Sainsbury's. Yeah, liked them. Put them in the oven. Nice.
Yeah, but don't you find putting up sausages in the oven, it messes up the skin a bit? Makes them a bit tougher.
I kind of they went a bit over today, and that made them quite nice. They're a bit charred. Quite like that. Probably got more cancer now, but it's fine.
yeah, carbon's good. Carbon's good.
So that was nice.
Could you taste the difference?
They won't taste the difference, but so no. You only get 6. If you go taste the difference, you get 6 sausages. If you don't, you get 8.
And whatever happened to the pound of sausages where you get 8 sausages? Now they're in 6s.
Yeah, I don't like. I'm not a fan of the 6 sausage thing.
Is it because they're fatter now?
No, they just get less. They just put them in a fancier pack and lay them down, not put them in like a bunch.
So really, it should be counter difference, really, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
I accidentally picked up a Marks and Spencer's low-fat mayonnaise and tuna sandwich. That's fucking horrible.
their sandwiches, I got one today, a ham and cheese one, and it got this fucking horrible seasoned bastard soft cheese in it that just overtook everything. And it's like, why don't you just call it a fucking soft cheese sandwich with a bit of fucking ham?
You should
You should put that suggestion forward, I reckon, for the title of the sandwich.
So
I'm still not over the spicy sausage tortellini affair. I'm still not forgiving them for that.
I think they should, the low-fat sandwich thing, because there's like low-fat sandwiches next to that low-fat crisps. Then you eat a Diet Coke, and then just eat a normal sandwich.
What the fuck is a low-fat sandwich?
Don't eat the rest of the shit. It's so you can eat a Mars bar afterwards. But just have a normal...
But you get a fucking low-fat sandwich on the meal deal, so you get a bag of crisps and a...
Yeah, exactly.
Can of Coke with it.
And a can of Coke, yeah. Leave it, fucking idiot. Just get one and put the chocolate down, you fat fuck, on the front, and then just have a normal sandwich.
Right. Just put a mirror in front of us under the meal deal sign.
It just says feel guilty.
What am I vaping on? I have Banter Milk by Vape Swag in the Red 4, which I just keep going back to. I really like it. I've noticed some vape mail posts this week, people getting Banter Milk from Just Add Nick, and it's great. Oh. Best raspberry slush I've ever tried. I've got, this is called Vapor Giant Nano, the 2.5, I think. And this is cool. Dacus flask. And it's got, I had it clean out earlier and put a liquid called,
what is it?
Raspberry Mint, it's called.
Oh, Who's that by? Raspberry Mint?
DB Liquids.
DB Liquids. Oh, I've heard of them. Yeah.
Where can you get that in the UK?
Just at nick.co.uk. And I've gone a bit like, I realised I am vaping the entire Just Add Nick range today. Not on purpose, just happens to be. But Banter Milk, Raspberry Mint, and I've got my mate Simon dropped this off about 2 hours ago, which is Just Add Nick's Peach Fluff by DB. I've got that in the dot mod. What's the dripper called again?
Petri
V2 on top of the RX 200 at stupid watts probably. Yeah, it's 0.24.
How many watts?
12 milligram. 85.
Oof.
12 milligram at 85 watts. Fucking hell.
Jesus Christ.
You're an animal.
It's lovely.
You've got iron lungs.
I really like the peach. It's really nice. I thought it was going to be peach generally. Tastes okay, but it smells like piss. But this tastes okay, and my wife checked if it smelled like piss and said it doesn't. So.
When?
Result.
I'm free to vape it then.
Yeah.
That's everything. Yeah, 3 mods, 3 different flavours, all available from justadnick.co.uk.
The ideal nepotism show.
Yeah,
What was that rule? What was that TPD rule about advertising companies? I don't know what happened about that. But...
We're going to find out.
It's fine. I don't work for him, so that's all right.
Suppose.
Craig, what do you have for tea? What are you
I'm-
vaping on? How's your week been?
I went to the dentist today,
Oh.
and I kind of damaged some servers at work. All in all, I'd say that was a win. Yeah, it was all right. It's been all right this week. Feeling a bit better after that cold I had over Christmas. Yeah. So, and for tea, I've got cheesy, dirty fries, and they're in the
I
oven.
did see that. Did look good.
I had one the other day, and it was really filling. There's quite a lot. You get quite a lot. So.
Posh cheesy chips, then.
Yeah, it's kind of like Newcastle. It's like going to Newcastle.
It's like jalapeno peppers. What is it? Monterey Jack cheese, isn't it?
Yeah.
And what a loser am I that I read the packet and then now reciting it back.
Cajun, got Cajun in it, but it's not Cajun like Chris Flowers knows it over in New Orleans. It's kind of like I don't even think it's related. So anyway, what am I vaping on? I am vaping on the Holmes V1 with a little chuff cap on top of.
I was just being a bugger. Hold 2 seconds. I'm just going to be a total arse because I'm just going to post this on the page. I'm going to give one person neonals. One. All right. All I'm going to do, I'm going to post a picture of this on the page. Right, and it's this. You just have to tell me what it is. That is all that's going to be posted on the Ideal Home Show Facebook page, and just tell me what it is, and I'll send you some neonals.
Yeah, just make the post say what is it.
I've just posted just a picture of it. I posted it. Carry on, Craig. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, I'm on the GB mods, the non-squonky version with the cutout where the squonk hole should have been on it. There. It got saved from becoming a squonker. That's the way I look at it. This mod was close to being ruined, but it was brought back from the death. Holmes with a chuff cap on top, and I've got blueberry fluff from DB Liquids in there. Needs a label, but yeah, it's in there. So it's very nice. It's very, very nice. So I'm hitting that. Then I've got the Tobacco Super Tank Mini on top of the Aspire Archon. I've hammered this thing. I'm on one coil, and I have got all the way down to there off a bottle of Raspberry Fields. I'm down to there with one coil off 100 mil.
That's pretty good, isn't it? That's some clean liquid, isn't it?
Fucking hell, it's unbelievable, yeah, and it's brilliant, really, really good. So I'm on that, and then I've got the hydrogen, the Pinecone hydrogen with the Origani and the Chris Mon Bell cap and the signature tips, I think it's. And in that, I have got Nick's Blissful Brew Loop Ninja, which is quite.
I've heard good things about Nick. I could never face the smoked custard. I couldn't order it.
Yeah, that one was a bit, but that one's all right. It's quite sweet cereal, but yeah. And then finally, I've got the Origin, the 4mm Origani with a JMK top cap and a drip tip, yellow drip tip on top of the SVB. And then I've got Planet Cracker from DB Liquids. I've just got to say very quickly, I did manage to get my hands on another 500ml bottle of Planet Cracker, so I am very happy. So I just want to say thank you, Craig Hamer. Thank you very much. So I've now got.
That looks more than 500 mils.
No, that's 500. Those are 500 mils back there as well. I've got 2 more DB Liquid 500 mils that kind of.
He's got a small face, Rick.
Yeah.
Got a small face. and big hands. So so that's about me really. I'm going to go and check my tea. Rick, what are you vaping on? How's your week been?
What?
Yeah, week's been good.
Your tea.
You are.
What are the chips for your tea?
What?
Was that just a snack? Those dirty chips?
No, I'm going to go get my oven now.
Oh, my bad.
I'm going to get my tea out.
Right, then. I'll carry on.
Sorry.
Right, what am I vaping on? Right, how's my week been? Yeah, week's been good. Finally caught up back in. We're on top again. And yeah, all hunky-dory at work. So, cool. What did I have for tea? Chili con carne that I made earlier. Yeah.
Lovely.
I like a bit of chili.
Classic.
Yeah.
Mince?
Yeah, yeah, only mince. But Don't bother with any of that rice rubbish, personally. But bit of sour cream, bit of cheese on there, some lettuce leaves. Job done.
None of that foreign muck.
None of that old rubbish. Nah. Anyway, what am I vaping? I've got loads of things. I'm going to have to rush through them, I think, this week. Let's do that one last. Okay, like you said, I've got the Big Bear.
Ooh.
And, yeah, I like it. I really like it. Take vapes well, doesn't it, Richard?
Yeah, they nailed it, really. It's like the wicking is quick and...
It's quick wicking, yeah. The air is smooth. You don't hear any noise on it at all. And it's interesting. It's got, like Richard touched on, it's got 2 tanks, so you can cocktail your juices. So you've got, obviously, 2 coils, like a velocity-style deck going on there. But you drop the wicks into the centre there, and there's loads of wicking. There's no problem with it wicking fast. And you can have 2 tanks feeding, a tank feeding each coil. You
come up with any nice combinations?
No, I've just got I've got woo-wah to go in both at the moment. I'm going to. I will start experimenting. I do quite like mixing juices up, but that's vaping really nice. And I'm only 60 watts on it.
What was that little bit of oof at the
It's
start?
slow. They've got big. I think they're Campbell coils, so the ramp up's a bit slow.
Ah.
But I put the coils in. They're the coils that came in it actually. But no, yeah, quite like that. It's really quite good. The Big Bear. Check it out. It's all right. Next, got some stuff from EH Pro. And first up, I've got this dinky little thing. Look, sweet.
Oh,
it's lovely. It's so, look how small it is. Look, it's just tiddly compared to the SXQ class.
Hold it with both. Oh, it's okay. We know you've got like a beetle hand, haven't you?
Yeah,
that's the Storm, isn't it?
It's the Storm.
It's the Storm.
But this is a little 1400 mAh thing, goes up to 50 watts. And it's a nice little screen on it and everything. And like I said in my Instagram review of it, which is very brief, but I can't knock it except for it feels a little... I think they've used anodized aluminium. I think if they use something like stainless, it would actually be a really nice polished little thing. But I'm quite impressed with that. On top of that, I've got the Serpent Mini, and I wasn't getting any flavour out of a standard microcoil in that, so I chucked in a silly NI80 fused Clapton in there, and it's rocking. It's great.
Yeah, that's what I've done with the Alto.
And this little thing is it's sweet, isn't it? It's dinky. Look, hello, it's a nice little thing. Yeah, I like that.
That should be the review. Just doing that.
Hello, look, small lamb, look, gone.
Yeah. It's feature
hide it in my beard,
isn't it?
look. I can hide it in my beard. It's so small, look. I can hide it in there. Oh, fucking hell, I'm dropping it. Anyway, that's the Storm from EH Pro. Got this other one as well. Look, I've got a magic wand. It's like the old days having a Vamo. This is another EH Pro, and this is the Mod 101, and it's a single battery 50-watt device, I believe. And it's actually really nicely made. It's got a nice, simple display. It does TC and all the rest of it. You can't really see that, but
oh yeah,
yeah, it's a nice little display. It vapes up to 50 watts. Pros are it's nicely made, newbie friendly to a degree, but that said, it hasn't got a USB charger, which is a bit daft with a single battery.
It's long, isn't it?
If it's going to be newbie friendly, it needs a USB charger, in my opinion. So it's sort of, it's a big thing. As you know, I'm used to using my mech. It's much bigger for no benefit, really. But no, I do like the quality of the build. It's pretty nice. Nice cap on the bottom.
It's cool that they managed to get TC on it.
Yeah, and you wouldn't even believe there's a seam there. You can't see it. It's really well machined. But look, twist that, and you can stick a little 18500 in there, and it's actually much smaller. Yeah. So if you're going to vape at 15-20 watts, like some of these fellas do, that would actually probably last you half a day.
If you compared it to something like the Danny or the Praveri, it's comparable, isn't it? For way less.
But no, it's like I said, the only thing letting that down is there's no USB charger. If that had a USB charger, it'd be great for the noobs. But it's sort of in a no man's land, really. It's in a tube, but not. You know what I mean? Yeah, not finally, but something else new I've got. I've been sport this week, and I've got to give a shout out to Keith at Morgantium with vape reviews, because he sent me something rather special when we showed interest in it last week, and that is the Star Plus Anura.
Oh,
hello.
So just very quickly, it has a little bit of history, because before it was, what was it called? Not the porridge wog. It was.
I've got to show you.
What was it called?
Polywog.
Polywog.
That's it.
It actually was called.
It's called the Polywog.
The Polywog.
And I didn't even know what a polywog was. I just thought it was a bit rude, and they made a big balls up with some sort of racist name. But it's actually a name of a tadpole, isn't it?
It is still. I mean, they probably did pull it because it was.
Yeah. But yeah, I've had a go at this. I've had a good go at it.
Has it got legs? Should it?
Yeah, okay, look, seriously though, what is it like? All right, it's got these 4 legs on it that are, the best thing about the legs is they'll fall off in your bag probably when they catch something. So if you take them off, because they actually do bug all, I can't see, they're just tubes that you can, I mean, you can do funny things with it. Look, you point them in a direction, you can sort of go, choo-choo. You can make a little train on it, sort of thing. It'd be like a train.
This is like a Riyadh's rundown in one show.
Pull those off. Dismember the little polywog. All right, pull those legs off.
Oh!
All right, what you can do is you can actually close that top airflow because it's pointless. Right, there's the deck. It's actually a good deck. It's like a Kennedy. It's got bottom airflow. It's adjustable as well, which is quite cool. You'd think, you know, you can adjust the airflow on it, which is quite cool. Yeah, there you go. You can. The best thing though is you can put a fan inside it. A fan that doesn't spin, so it doesn't do anything. All it does is it's just because small is ugly. You want a big atomizer these days. You don't want things that are small and look good. You want them to be big and bold. But no, it's stupid. I put the fan in purely to take up some space in the big chamber, thinking it might give me more flavour, but it really didn't.
So it's got 4 legs that it's got 4 legs you're going to lose in your bag, and a fan that doesn't work.
It has, yeah, and it doesn't really have any flavour either. I'm sorry to say, but I still will thank Keith from Morgantium Vape Reviews for sending it through. It's been interesting. I can only think they're having a bit of a joke with it, and it's definitely drawing attention to them. That's Star Plus. They are actually bringing something out quite good soon, and I think they're going to send that through to us to try. All of us, they told me.
That sounds
So
good.
yeah, they got in touch. They saw last week's video, and they were all right about me saying it doesn't work properly. You know, they were fine about it. They weren't like some of these companies that we won't mention that will kick up if you say the bad things about their product when it's bad. But I was perfectly honest about the review and about the Atty, and they were fine about it. So I can only think it's a bit of an attention drawer for them.
If they'd have left the name back at what it was originally, then they'd get fuckloads of attention.
They would, yeah. But no, it's thanks Keith for that, and I might have to give it away to somebody. I will. There you go. Let's do a competition. We'll think of something during the show, and one of you lucky viewers can have a try on the Polywog.
We've had some good answers so far. None of them right on the atomizer. The back box off of Vauxhall Nova. Vapor Giant extra small. Posh dust cap. Chrome tampon applicator was one of my favourites.
Some people must have got it right though.
Nobody's got it right. Spindle from a small toilet roll dispenser.
I thought I saw that Atty the other day on Facebook, and someone put a picture up and asked what it was.
They put up something that was very similar, but it wasn't. A lot of people have. Mark knows what it is, but Mark posted Penelope. So it was a Penelope, which is not. Mark Robson posted Lion. Do you remember the Lion, Ellie? And
Yep.
it's not that either. So, yeah.
You have to put in Hangout chat what it is, or else I'm going to die.
Oh, okay.
And the last thing I'm vaping on anyway is what I'm vaping all day. These are just really to show you. They're good, but this is what I'm using. I've got my Goon on my fancy Ellie, Rogue Ellie.
Oh.
And I got a new drip tip. Got a new drip tip from Tony last night. Looks like marble. So, and in there, what my vapor juice? I mean, said what I'm vaping juice wise. Okay, yeah, Woo-Wah cigar, Voodoo Brew, and I've got this Cactus Punch, new mix of Cactus Punch today from John. Thank you, John.
You know, where it came from, Mark Selby. It sent everybody. I've got some too. I don't know, Craig and Richard. Did yours arrive?
Yeah, I've got.
Mine didn't.
Oh, I was only Richard's didn't. It's sort of Cactus Punch the next gen from Mark Selby.
So it's not V3.
I don't know what he's going to call it. I think he's just calling it. They're sort of. I don't know. Mark, tell us what you're going to call it. It's like the original Cactus Punch. I think he's one of those people whose taste buds work really, really well because it's great. It's like the old Cactus Punch, but it's got the spearmint removed, so it's a really fruity sort of candy flavour. What would you say?
I think it's just cactus.
It's good though.
Yeah, it's good. No, it is really good. I don't know why I prefer it to the other one. I do. I don't know why. I do though. I do. It's just cleaner. It's just not much. It's just basic flavour that's different. You know, and it's not. It's nice to. I think like I'll rip through this bottle quite quickly. It's not sickly. It's not too much. It's just pleasant. You know.
And it goes. I do think all the Cactus Punch ones go really well with a beer as well, because they're like nearly citrusy. I think it goes with a beer.
I haven't got any beer, so unfortunately, but I can say it goes quite well with Jack Daniels and ginger.
Oh, good. That'll do.
Yeah.
So anyway, John, your the news.
The news. I think there's something I didn't even write there because I'm a knobhead. I got first thing because I missed it the first time, so I'll say it again. Grumpy Liquids is now on justadnick.co.uk. It got added yesterday. I said it was coming soon, and it got added yesterday. So Mr. Peter Huxley is now has now got his liquids on justadnick.co.uk. The second thing, I think I haven't really seen this much on vape pages actually, because I think it's such a stupid. I'm not like pseudo-scientific crap. In my note, I've written the tadpole annihilation or jizz holocaust, if you may. That's what I wrote, and my link isn't opening for some reason. Please open, you knobhead. Sorry.
Are you sure it's for the right show?
Yeah. This is I'm really doing well. Right, where the hell is it? So just talk amongst yourselves.
The third most professional show in vaping.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. I can do it without seeing it. The Times this week put this article on the website. It was plea for a ban on vaping flavors that harm sperm, and it was another one of these pseudo-scientific studies where they're not using real world anything. They're basically is a guy in a lab with jizz in petri dishes putting stuff in it. I really don't even fucking know what they're doing. I mean, someone's being paid to do this.
While you're talking about that, I'm eating dirty fries.
So yeah, it's fine. Just don't put any jizz on them. We already know through the throat cell study and through the lung cell study that cells in a dish with e-liquid added to them has basically been debunked by real science. Just saying, no, that's not real world. That doesn't make any sense. And putting e-liquid in jizz and seeing how long it takes to die, I don't really know what that experiment is. They were saying that menthol, I can't remember what the other flavors were. I think it was caramel, whatever. Yeah, I think it's sad that they keep publishing this crap.
I'm just trying to work out if it could be used as some kind of protection during sex now.
Yeah, you could have a good old menthol vape up before getting it on.
Yeah, as somebody else said. Somebody did put on Reddit. Somebody had commented, "Oh, brilliant! I didn't know. I already liked vaping. Now I know it's free contraception as well."
I'll tell the girlfriend to come off the pill now. I've got the menthol juice in my bag.
Yeah.
You let that slip, right?
Yeah, I was going to say. Don't tell the wife. I tell your girlfriend, obviously.
Get cloudy before you get steamy.
Very good.
God.
Someone will be releasing a really strong menthol next week called like Jizz Killer or something.
Oh God.
Jizz Ice Cube.
But it's all in the grand scheme of things. It's ridiculous as what you're getting at is because smoking gives you a limp dick anyway, doesn't it?
Well, but you wouldn't. It is basically the same as if somebody had got imagine somebody got a petri dish of jizz and a fag and were blowing smoke at it and saying, "A lot of it has died." What are you doing with your life?
Has anyone told Damien that it might be?
Well, yeah, he's proof that it doesn't work, isn't he?
Yeah, it's proof it's crap as contraception.
Well, he only has to wave it in its general direction, and if something goes wrong.
Maybe it's this though. I was wondering if it could be a really good contraception because a lot of vapors don't have girlfriends because all they talk about is vaping. So in the pub going, yeah, this is Twisted, Free Wrap, Clapton, Whiff Waffle, Beaver Cotton, and then I just put this, and they've already gone. The girl's in the cab, she's on her way home. It's the most effective contraception ever. Yeah. Nearly as good as Games Workshop or Most Haunted.
Chess.
Yeah. And chess, yeah.
Fucking what did all the world? Damn it.
You didn't see that coming. That's because
no. Damn it. I'm hearing my dirty fries getting insulted.
We're jealous you've got the fries, Craig.
Looks like cheers.
Yeah.
Caramel. Anyway, fuck you.
That was
fuck you.
Vaping in the press this week.
Yeah. Anyway,
Richard, news time.
Oh. Okay.
You were next in the script.
Yes. No. Absolutely. Quick announcement. Digby's are going full TBD with a new line.
That's great.
They've decided to produce a line specifically to go through TPD. And
because they've got their own lab, haven't they, Digby's?
Yes. They've got their own production thing. Yeah. So they have brand new flavors. Go and have a peek at them. I thought I'd flag it up just purely because it caught my eye because it occurred to me that there's a slight lack of UK juicers that have announced that they're going through. Yeah,
and those that do, I will go fucking support them. I've said this before about Vaping King as well. Go and buy their juices and go and support British manufacturers because none of these guys are going to exist unless you remember that you had Digby's custard before, which has been massive in the UK and can't buy more of it.
Yeah, it's that it's a clear indication that they are sticking the neck out and sticking by the industry and all that sort of stuff. So I think hats off to them. So people go check.
Absolutely.
I can't vouch for the flavors. I haven't tried them, but there we go. I've tried the old ones. I really like the old ones, but we'll see. Yeah,
Mariah's mix was really good at getting rid of cold.
I liked Dr. Jekyll. That was quite nice.
Hooligan was a bit harsh. I tried that. That was a bit much.
And DMC, Digby's Mum's Custard. As soon as they did an 80 VG version of that, I was all over that.
Yeah.
Next one, Rick, if you've got access to pictures, the Watofo Troll RDA will be hitting these shores next week.
So they're making a tank, the troll.
Yes, yeah. So this is a common theme for Watofo. They like to take an existing thing, an existing product they already have, and then make a version of it for whatever other format. It actually looks quite nice.
It does actually, doesn't it? It's interesting design there. They've
yeah, it's got that GTA thing going on, hasn't it?
Yeah, I quite like the look of that. It's got the airflow in the right place. I quite like the way you do the coils up in there.
Lots of glass, nice looking deck. It's just a twist on a velocity, really, isn't it?
It really is close to that's one of those things.
Yeah, it's very close. Yeah, except you can clearly see from the pictures that
it's really
the deck won't go too close to the glass.
Yeah, that one's got a bit of room on it, but it's that's cool. Blimey, that is close.
5 mil capacity.
So that is at a 20. Oh, it's 24 mil. There you go.
Yeah, 24. So that's pretty. I think it looks pretty good actually. I haven't had a go on yet.
It's quite interesting. I like the fact that because they could quite easily have used the shit. My brain's gone. What's Cisco and Dino's fucking atomizer called?
Velocity.
They could have easily used the velocity deck there, but they haven't.
Yeah, they've complicated it to make it different, haven't they?
Yeah, but I quite like it.
But it does look like quite a good space saver compared to a velocity.
Yeah. Well, I like that.
I quite like the fact they've filled up the centre with metal, so you're reducing the chamber a bit. That's quite a good idea, really.
Mm.
Yeah,
So
it works.
I don't know how it's gonna. I don't know how it'll work. I don't know how it'll vape, but you just get a feeling sometimes, don't you, with pictures?
I just know that's going to vape quite well. It's got a small chamber. It's got the airflow in the right place. It's going to be a bit like laid out a bit like the Clito.
Like when the Moonshot pictures came out and the Goon LP pictures, you just knew that was going to be a bitch to build.
Yeah.
And this just looks all right to me.
Yeah, that looks right to me too.
That.
Might have to try one of those.
I think it's nice having those kind of things, but they just do things right and do them simple and just.
This is what we gave them. Did we give them manufacturer?
Yeah.
Of the year. They deserve it. They're bringing out a lot of all right stuff, aren't they?
It just feels like an air of sensibility to it.
Yeah.
So that's that. The next thing I pinched off Craig, which is the TFV12. If you are not content with the 160 watts of the TFV8,
how could you be?
Well,
yeah, it was missing a little bit.
I'm quite pleased because I've just finished my tea in time for this.
So again, I think there's some pictures apparently. There we go. That is the TFV12 Cloud Beast King.
So that's got 12 coils in it.
Yeah. Okay. We have been imitated, but never beyond. All right. Okay.
That's a reference to the Arctic V12, isn't it? Or whatever.
What does it mean?
It means that they're matching. It's a bit like the wattage race. There's now a coils race.
You know what? It's a bit like the razor race, isn't it? You've now got the blinking Gillette S25 blade, motherfucker.
Pete Nixon's picture that he did. Well, I think somebody stuck it in the group. If you got a chance, go and have a look. It's just fucking nice. Great big razor blade, about yay long.
So I believe this one can do 200 watts.
Yeah. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Flick through some images.
Yes.
The bit that interested me. I'll put these images together. Just go back to that one before, Rick. This one. The one after that. That one there, which is explosion proof. Okay. Right.
What?
Now, can somebody just point out what explosion proof against
explosions? Obviously.
I mean,
if there's a bomb go off where you are, they'll find you. They'll know you were there.
Look, they've got a typo there. They've got top E-O-to-E refill, E-Zine.
Also, it's healthy.
Two type. Why they got two typos in that?
It's healthy as well. Look.
They like their letter E, don't they? The E is next to the R and next to above the D, so they've just like the letter E on their keyboard.
Yeah.
design.
Yeah. Anyway,
It's,
yeah,
it's nice to know it's non-toxic.
yeah,
Yeah.
Always.
yeah.
What else we got there?
But we shouldn't scoff too loudly though, because the TFVA is an incredibly popular tank.
Oh,
Why aren't
really?
these photos coming up? Well, look at that. I don't know what's going on with these photos.
You're missing bits off them, aren't you? I think, or are you?
Well, I just putting across what we got there.
I was just trying. The one I pointed out on that, which was the bit that said tri-dimensional pattern. I mean, you're just making words up now, really, aren't you?
Tri-dimensional. I like it.
I mean, tri-dimensional.
Look, we shouldn't knock it. It is good, but we're taking the piss out of their language. Really, it's healthy. That's quite good.
Healthy.
Oh, it's LT. Sorry, yeah.
I think it's fine to take the piss out of the my mate. They had one for ages, but I think they know their market, don't they?
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
They know who they're aiming at. Like 3 milligram, 200 watts, fucking cloud out a room. No
that'll look all right. Yeah, that'll work well, and it can't not work well with that amount of coil and yeah, it looks quite well made as well. Really, it's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, they tend to be well made above everything, and they usually do an RBA head, so you can do what you want with it, really.
Yeah. I think they do an RBA. They've got some instructions, I think, on that site for an RBA head, but it's 27 millimeters is a fucking big tank.
Is that how wide it is?
27 millimeters, yeah.
Wow.
Well, I suppose when you start adding coils,
You've got to put them somewhere, haven't you? I mean, it's just.
There really is no benefit to having 12 coils, let alone 8 or even 4, though, is there?
no, I don't particularly like the vape when you go to that point, because what you've got is thinner wire to create. Otherwise, the resistance gets too low.
Yeah, high resistance. 12 high resistance coils, isn't it?
And then you get a ramp up associated with that. So
yeah,
but it will be popular, and get ready to see it on top of everyone's RX 200s.
I look forward to seeing the TFV 24.
Well, the fun with the TFV 24 will be working out what extra words they're going to put on the end. So it'll be TFV 24, Cloud King Beast, God, Cloud Being Beast Serpent Dagger.
Yeah, the Cloud God.
I wonder if it'd be quad dimensional. If they make it quad dimensional, that'd just be fucking awesome. It actually can travel through time.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
It's about time an atomizer broke the fourth wall.
It's a quantum physics atomizer.
It can be in 2 places at the same time.
Yeah.
But that is that. Craig, what is in the news?
Fucking hell, I've got tons.
All right, go and get. Come on,
Time to get your kettle on and everything else.
Yeah, get your kettle on. Settle in, folks. We're in for a ride. Right. First of all, Plume's anniversary, Monday. What is Richard doing? Is he going to stab himself up?
I'm brewing up, like you said.
Oh, good lad. Yeah, they're gonna. Apparently, Plumes are going to do some kind of raffle type thing next week. So keep an eye on the Plumes group and go and wish them a happy anniversary. The show will be up on Monday. It'll be done Monday night. Be up on Tuesday. Go and say hello.
Even Foos on the Guess the Atty thread, he guessed rape whistle. But I just said, no, I threw mine away. I blew it loads in New York and you barely touched me.
God. Jim Shorrock put up a post earlier, which was that Fibre Freaks have stopped production. So,
oh, fuck.
They've now stopped making it. Apparently, it was to do with the process and how much it cost. And it's. I don't think it's a TPD thing, which seems to be the de rigueur thing these days for saying that your company hasn't got a business plan. That sounded terrible. I'm not saying everybody does that. I'm just saying it seems to be happening in some very strange circumstances at times.
They've been pretty straight about it, though, haven't they? They just said it never got to the volume of sales that it needed to make.
Yeah, so that is a business plan, really. That. I mean, they know what they've got to make. They've got to sell to make some money, and they're not making it. They're not. Yeah. They're not selling it.
It's a bit of a shame, that one.
They've had some. If you think sort of 2 years ago when we were kind of going to Boots and buying non-bleached cotton balls and unraveling and stuff, compared to now when there's so much choice,
Yeah. Yeah, tons of it. Tons and tons and tons.
But there's
and tons.
still
You
nothing
could
wrong
say it's
with
a
doing that. is
saturated
there?
market.
There's still nothing. Oh, boom, boom! Look, there's still nothing wrong with unbleached cotton balls.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, works. It works.
Yeah, it works fine.
Just as well.
Yeah.
In most cases, yeah.
So Renato Moraes, I think it was, posted up an image of. Have you got in the folder? He's got the
I've
vape.
got it. Look, yeah, I'm ahead of you on all of these images. You lot.
You've got game.
Stop queuing me up. Look, yeah.
Yeah, you've got game tonight. He posted this up, which is the vape nut. Okay, the vape nut is an intelligent hardware device for e-cigarette smoke detection. It's not fucking smoke and elimination. It is a built-in smoke. No, it's a vapor sensor that can detect smoke. No, it's vapor density in real time.
It's an extractor.
What else
fan.
is there in real time? What other time is there then? Does it detect smoke density in the future?
Maybe it'll work with the TFV24.
It's a fucking.
It knows you're going to buy one and it'll go off before you bought it.
It's basically an extractor fan, like you'd put above your the kitchen, your cooker.
It's actually quite clever though if it can tell vapor from smoke.
It can't.
Yeah, you can have a cigarette and it's fine. It won't take that lovely smell out of your house, but it'll take the vapor only.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to clear a fucking room, is it? It's going to.
It's basically like a mini dehumidifier, actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
If it actually worked, right, it wouldn't be such a bad thing because the old VG does build up on the window in your house, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. But anyway,
there was a couple of quite funny jokes on that thread. I think Craig put you could get 2. What did he put, Craig?
Something about if you had 2 of these, you could say to somebody, "Blow on these nuts" or something.
Yeah, blow on these nuts. And somebody said, "But what if I'm Hitler?" And I said, "Just go to the Albert Hall and blow vapor at your other one," which I thought was quite good.
Yeah. Isn't that Himmler?
What's that?
Not Hitler. It was Himmler.
No, Hitler's only got one ball. The other's in the Albert Hall.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Himmler had something similar.
Right.
Oh, that's how it works.
Very good. It worked.
And no balls had no balls at all.
Fucking hell. He lined you up there. Johnny lined you up.
He did. It was good. It was good. It was
He
good.
did line you up. Right, go on then. Next up, Limelight Mechanics, who did the light. What was the Limelight? What's the Limelight that I had? The one before.
We're doing well tonight, aren't we? That I know what you mean. I can picture it, Craig.
Yeah, it was just a Limelight.
Pylon.
The pylon. Yeah, the pylon and the pylon prime, and they did all of those things. They've got a new free handout which is called the Gloom, and it's made with it's POM, but it's slightly different. It's a bit more made for being knocked about and what have you.
That looks quite nice. Quite like the look of that.
Yeah, that's a little stealthy bugger, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, it's a little bit smaller than the Freehand S, as well. Yeah, I just thought that was really, really cool. So that looks like that's going to be dropping very soon.
So that is that's not a squonk. That's a squonk. Is it a squonker?
It is.
Yeah.
It's squonker.
That's a bottle.
It's the tank throwing you off, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the Mech Squonker. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's that split on top. Mark Robson will have a fit.
Yeah, it is a split. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a split eye on top.
Yeah, I quite like the look of that.
Which, speaking of the split, that one's coming up in a minute. Right, next up, Armour Mods have produced the Armour 1.0 RDA. Oh, by the way, the Gloom's coming in at around about $300, I think it is. Dejan will confirm that at some point. Armour Mods. Rick, you've got a picky there, haven't you?
Oh, you've done it again, and I'm already on it. I'm on the ball.
Hey, look at that. It's quite nice.
That looks tasty, actually.
It doesn't look bad at all, yeah. Really, really limited numbers on this. The group for getting them is also closed, but you'll be able to find the Facebook page and send them a like and find out a bit more about them in the future. But yeah, it's quite nice to look like. You haven't got many pictures at the moment, but it's got...
I like that. That's just simple, and I like it.
I like that deck. Looks tidy. It really. Do you know what I like about it? It's something I don't like about some Atties is the post holes are so far apart.
Yeah,
that's just about right. About 6-7 millimeters. You haven't got to bend the legs too much.
Yeah, spot on.
Yeah, and it just looks quality, doesn't it? Having the chamber reducer there.
Yeah, Yeah, it does look nice. And it's apparently it's got something which is this new AFC concept, which is annular 360-degree airflow system, which means I think annular is in a ring, isn't it? I think so. It kind of comes in from all sides or something like that. I don't know how it works, but it's got something with the AFC. But we'll try and find out more.
Well, that's quite good.
Oh, it'll do dual coil as well. It does dual coil, and it comes with a drip tip adapter and all the other stuff as well. 316 stainless steel.
You know, before we Rick kindly does the thumbnail for the show after the show, and then we change it. I just looked at my phone because YouTube came up. I was looking for something, and they just use as a shot from this show, and they've gone with my cum face, which is quite good.
Nice. Nice. You're resting. That's the thinker. That's the thinker face. That one is. Yeah. Anyway, next up, Rick's on the images already.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, we got the.
Okay. There you go. Then.
DNV.
Hey, look at that! He fakes you out.
The split R has appeared, which is the bits it's done, which are different. It's 144 euros, by the way. But they're very, very nicely made. They're quite nice.
It does look nice. Yeah, I like the look of that.
It's got new airflow system, new airflow control. Sorry, it's got a BF pin is modified to be screwed with a flat screwdriver.
I don't get that. I don't get the bottom feed. Why does it? I don't.
I think it just feeds the tank, so it's kind of like a one to the next type thing. So you can do. They do that with the hammer point. Do it with the nectar. Some of their nectar ones, they have it so that you can fill the tank above it. The Origeni's got an add-on from Alliance Tech that does a similar kind of thing with the little 4mm, so you can squonk into one of those. So you kind of squonk into the little tank underneath it.
Yeah, but
it means you've got a small tank. It's a small tank, Atty.
If you're squonking, you're squonking.
Yeah, but you can squirt the juice in. It's a tank. It's vaping on a tank that you've got a reservoir to fill it up as you go.
Yeah, so it means you can use it any which way really, because you can, you've got a whole load of choices really with it. So what else? All of the other bits work with it as well, which was the Q tank and the X tank. I'll stick a link in the show. I'll try and get the show notes up tomorrow, but it's on Vape Store FR over in France. Next up, Comp Life. These are things I just saw on the internet, and I thought they would just
Comp Life.
What up? They made a wallet. Okay, Comp Life made a wallet.
Fuck is that?
What the fuck is that thing then? What a wallet for what? Is that not for your money?
Yeah, for money and credit cards, and apparently it can fit some of the screws into it that you need for like vaping. Apparently.
How the fuck is that a wallet?
I don't know, John. I'm confused. But I just saw it and I was like, but the best bit of it all is it's £132.
Fucking hell.
I don't know what to make of that. I don't understand it.
I really don't know I don't know.
I mean, I've got a card holder that I don't use. I don't use like a conventional wallet. It's a piece of sort of aircraft grade aluminium, basically. But it's tiny. That's the point of it. There's no point in that. It's fucking massive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really understanding that. I don't know if we're missing. Are we missing something?
It's like a money clip. You can put cards in it, but it's fucking huge.
It looks like it's got depth though. And
yeah, the whole
I'll
thing,
wait for the reviews.
Yeah. If anybody gets one, first of all, just put a picture up of it saying that you've got one, so you can just laugh at you. I think could be the first thing. But tell us.
Yeah, but prove us wrong. Tell us why it's good.
Tell us how it works. Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us that it's worth 132 quid, and then. Yeah, we'll do that.
But you could say that about a lot of things, couldn't you, though?
Yeah, but it's been outdone. In my rounds of going around the internet and looking for news, I found... Did I put a picture up, by the way, Rick? I don't think I did, actually. Damn it. Asmodus. Just one sec. I've got the link in the wrong page. I'll do the next thing while I'm doing this.
Oh, just say hello to Nick Carey, who's in the bath watching us. Hello. Make sure you wash your balls and your ears and stuff.
And your balls and your ears. Yeah, do the dot mod. Somebody was asking about... Oh, I bet I'm breaking up really bad there because I'm loading up a page at the same time. Dot mod are doing a 300 watt mod. And Rick's got some pictures there.
Oh, yeah.
That looks quite quite all right, really, doesn't it? It's all right.
€219 it is. It's got a dot mod chipset in it. So it's their own design, which it'll vape and bypass, or you can do variable wattage or bypass temp control in NITISS if possible. Accepts coils from 0.06 to 3 ohms in temperature control and 0.2 ohms in variable wattage and bypass.
This is one of those new USBs that China are going on about. The USB 4, is it? 3?
Yeah, that's the 3. That one
it looks
is,
like an Apple plug.
Yeah, it's pretty close, isn't it? Oh,
so is it firmware upgradable then?
Apparently, yes. I think it has got upgrade as well. I'll put a link in the. I'll put a link in the group.
That's what you want to see.
That doesn't.
See with a Patreon.
That looks pretty nice. I quite like the look of that. It's not going to last 5 minutes with a 1300 mAh pad.
How much is it?
It is 219 euros. So probably about.
And it's made in China and 219 euros.
170 quid or whatever.
Yeah, a lot of money.
It is, yeah. But I think, yeah, it's kind of nice design. It kind of looks like a very fat hexagon.
I quite like the design of that.
Yeah, it's that they've kind of lost their whole team, haven't they, Dotmod?
Yeah, they kind of got a bit mental. Right.
I don't dislike that. I don't dislike it. I think it's quite all right. That
I have found
we
the
don't
image.
dislike you.
I'm just loading it up as we speak.
I'm not a fan of the brass 510. I've got to say, because they're soft as. But
yeah,
okay,
chewed up real easy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna screen share this because this is just world class. This thing is. Right, hold on. Let me get screen share working. There it is. Right, as Modus did a thing.
They did a thing.
Yeah, they did a thing. This is what they did.
Oh, I saw it. I really hate it, but I get that other people would like it.
Look at the price.
Mental.
What is that all about? What's it made of? It just looks like aluminium.
Unobtainium. It must be silver, isn't it?
No, I think it's just a straightforward. All it is just they've done a little bit more.
It's hand engraved.
Yeah. So basically, what they've done is they've hand engraved a Sigelli 100 watt, I think, or 150 watt, and then put a price tag of $1,200 on it.
Yeah, they've got one in stock. It's a one of one. They've paid somebody quite a lot of money to hand engrave that. There is a fair bit of engraving right there.
If you want a hand engrave, or some Sebastian does a lot of that himself, doesn't he?
Yeah. Somebody's shouting at me in chat. What's up?
Read above me.
I can't read you at the moment, so yeah. Right. Do what needs doing.
Don't worry. No, carry on.
Yeah, do what needs doing.
I think function for me always comes over form.
Yeah.
So that ain't going to do it for me for $1,000.
No, I mean, let's be honest, right? If you're going to go out there and if you've got $1,200 or let's say 900 quid, fucking hell, the things that you could get now on the second-hand market for
I'd rather get an artisan
kit. You could get some seriously good
kit.
You could get some seriously good kit if you went out there and you looked around and you hunted down through all of the second hands and everything else. You really could get some nice stuff. You could do something a lot better than getting a Sigelli 100 watt which somebody sat down and scrolled on for 3 or 4 hours.
It's really too busy for me as well. I just don't like it.
Yeah, it's kind of like, yeah. So just this is the problem of. I think this might be one of the next problems that we get, which is eventually that the Chinese started to latch on to the whole stab wood thing, and they started to lock into doing like the K1, as Modus did all of theirs, the Sylvanasa and things like that, and the Kadama. Now they're beginning to think, hold on a minute, maybe we can latch on to the prices that go with what happened at the high end when it was at its most silly, because it's kind of calmed down a bit now, hasn't it? And it's coming down quite a bit. And I think that China are thinking, hold on a minute, we can get a piece of this action as well on what's going on.
Just to answer a question in the same show that we're in about the wallet.
Yeah.
I can do a screen share and show you exactly how it works.
Can you?
Yeah, I can. Let me I'll fuck up and probably disappear, but I'm trying to screen share. Start screen share. Is that coming through? Let me make it a bit bigger.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
Are you getting the idea? So there's the money, and there's the cards, but it's still big. I mean, you've still got quite a bit on either side for no reason.
It's probably only about 10 mil thick then altogether. It could be all right. Stick your cards in there. Stick your
yeah, but it is a lot. That chap's obviously got very small hands. In the picture that we looked at, because it
we
looks
can get
massive.
the size of it from the credit card sticking up.
Okay, so the bit that I'm thinking about then, if that's the kind of way it works, is, you know how you've got the contactless, you know how you've got the sheets that you can get to protect you from being scammed by accident.
Yeah, mine does. Yeah, they do that. Yeah, mine does.
Yeah, John Malcolm's just asking where do the condoms go?
Johnny pocket of your jeans.
I wouldn't know, John. It's been that long.
Yeah, it's probably in. It's probably been through the washing machine. That just means it's extra. It's good to go.
To be fair, if you got out that and pulled the condom out of it.
Yeah, that is contraception. You don't need to vape. Bring that out.
Yeah, just bring that and go, hey, have you seen this? Phew!
Even if you're about to sort of get into pants down mode, if you get a condom out of that, don't worry about it. You'll never have to use it. you're going home.
Right. So last, I'm going to do this as my last one before I hand over to Rick, which is FedEx. I got an email from FedEx which said that they were going to make some changes. Since January the 1st, FedEx customers sending bulk shipments of lithium batteries have only been able to do so by treating all shipments as fully regulated dangerous goods. So just a bit of a warning for everybody: if you're sending stuff abroad, just check up on the regulations and make sure that you're following all the rules, because it's getting quite hairy now, I think, with sending stuff, and they've been very careful about it. So yeah, go and check up on the regs and things. I'll put a link to the document in the notey things tomorrow to FedEx, where they got some information on lithium batteries. But there's quite a lot of regulations now that are coming into place for shipping them abroad. So
big news just in. Artisan just messaged me. It said, fuck wallets, Artisan's bringing out umbrellas in the new year.
Really?
I think he's taking the piss.
High-end umbrella, stagwood umbrella.
No, I'm going to ask. I'm X1.
Have a word. X1, mate. X1, Mr. Artisan.
I'd just like to confirm I was first on the X1s. There you go. Yeah. I beat Damien to it.
Can you? Yeah, it could have almost like a Geppetto-like handle on it, couldn't it?
Yeah, perfect.
You could vape on it as you're going along.
Oh, that's an idea, actually.
Make the vapor come out at the very top.
Choo-choo.
He's gonna not thank me for saying that now.
Yeah, because you know what's going to happen. He's going to get so many messages saying,
"I want one."
Go an umbrella.
Your umbrellas are the greatest thing ever. They're so beautiful.
Picture my wife's dying, and I really need one to make her happy.
Picture of African child crying.
Yeah.
You'll know what that is. Anyway, Rick.
Me, yeah. I got a couple of things to go through quickly, and one of them is Avid Vapor, who make the Velocity. They're not making the Velocity anymore.
Oh, I know. Cisco and Dino, who've both been on the show.
I've got to say, if you don't know, well then I don't know what rock you've been under, but they have made probably what they did for atomizers has never been surpassed. And they did, bringing out their 2-post design, and everybody is using it now. Yeah. The Velocity is, if you've got a spare $80, that's all they're selling their last few for. Go and get one of these because they're a piece of history. And they're selling them off at avidvapor.com for $79. So if you like the Velocity, you've got something in your collection that's been copied from it.
They've done it.
Go and get one. Go and get it because it's your last chance, and they're going to be worth more money because they're still bang on. I mean, I've got my Kennedys, my Goons, and everything, and you get the Velocity out. The flavour there is just fucking phenomenal. It's still, in my opinion, the best flavour dripper there is. And
between the two of them, they've changed vaping at least 3 times that I can think of. Cisco initially with his 306s and stuff like that. Then they came out with what was the second one that Dino always uses?
What not the Marquis and
the Marquis.
Yeah,
the Marquis.
Yeah, that's a cracker. That.
It's just amazing.
Yeah, I mean that gave birth to in really that was kind of led to things like how the NADA did its thing. You know, there's definitely a kind of path there between how it
Certainly
led with the airflow and stuff. So
Yeah, well, I just still think the Velocity is one of the best atomizers ever made. And you can grab one for blinking less than $80, so £60. So I think you'd be mad not to. I've got one, but I don't need another one. But I would get one if I didn't have one.
Yeah, so if you've got a clone, because that seems to be the topic that we had on the group the other day, go out and get one of those.
Hey.
Yeah, look.
Here he comes.
We made him wait forever.
What on earth is that on your face?
Somebody, so Richard, introduce the guest.
This is Raylo Vapes. We'll make you introduce yourself in a minute, Ray.
Hello, Raylo. All right, fella.
Mate.
Does everything sound good? Everything's good. This is my first setup here at the office.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
So we're just finishing the news. If you want to chime in while Rick does his last bits, feel free.
Yeah, I've got two more little things, just bullshit of the week, really, and it's. Oh God, how low will they go? All right, if you believe this, then you've got to be pretty daft. But 9 in 10 vaping shops are caught selling nicotine to children in trading standards investigation.
Bullshit.
Yeah, we've got to call that bullshit. But then they go on to say an undercover trading standards operation found 90% of vaping shops visited sold nicotine inhaling products. So they visited 10 little dodgy shops.
Yeah.
And one of them said no.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm calling bullshit on that. Because it's not been revealed which shops were caught out in the sting in Sandwell, wherever Sandwell is. Do we know where Sandwell is?
No, I don't know. I will say, any B&M's watching, tighten your shit up. Anyway, just make sure all your staff are doing Challenge 25. If somebody looks under 25, ask them for ID.
That was on in the Daily Fail. So
yeah. It's slightly bollocks, but just tighten your shit up because they're going to change standards to come in. You know, they're going to start coming in now.
Yeah.
And
we've got one more little thing that's another bullshit of the week, really. It's just highlighting that the media are all about getting people interested, and the e-cigarettes and things are on top of the list to get people looking. But they said that the Purley Tesco evacuated after e-cigarette fire scare, right? So the Tesco was evacuated, and the Purley firefighter who attended it said, it seems like possibly somebody set it off from the toilet. We're not 100% sure, but they think somebody was possibly using an electronic cigarette there. And this is in the news.
Christ, somebody set off a fire alarm.
Yeah, but they don't know that it was somebody vaping, but they've said it's e-cigarette fire scare.
So how many times has just somebody smoking a normal cigarette in the toilet set up a fire alarm in a public building?
It's not news, is it?
No.
It's not. There's no news there. There's nothing. They're only saying possibly, and yeah, possibly is mentioned quite a few times in.
How many times does some twat set fire to the cigarette bin outside a shop or outside the services or outside the hotel? I've done it 4 times. Had to go inside and ask for a glass of water to put out the fire that's currently outside in the cigarette bin.
Yeah, but it's just highlighting that the media like to latch on to what's hot at the moment, and they got no proof, nothing there, and that's what they think might have happened. So
well, just like to say, well done to the Croydon advertiser for that.
Yeah, Croydon advertiser. But that's my news. So Richard, we're on to Troll of the Week.
No, let's do Ray.
Let's do Ray.
What guys gonna do me? What's going on here? What kind of show did I get on?
Hello. Yeah, we should do that first. Right, what are you vaping on? What are you vaping on? And what did you have
what are you vaping on? How's your day been? And what did you have for dinner? Or for breakfast for you, is it? Or lunch?
Well, actually, this is my lunchtime, so I'm sitting here on my lunchtime with you guys. But
you're a fucking loser.
Yeah, whatever. That's why I'm on the show, right? That's why you brought me.
Yeah.
I'm vaping on the Lost Vape Triad that I custom wrapped because the paint on this is garbage, and I'm still using an Aspire Cleto because why not? The thing works.
Good lad. They work, don't they? Yeah,
they work great. I've had 0 problems with mine, even though people say they leak and do all these crazy things. I've had 2. Never had a problem.
No problem with them. No, that's fine.
Of course,
best budget actually there is out there, I'd imagine.
I think so. And then, of course, I'm vaping on one of our Vapetasia juices. This is the Vape Goodies Pistachio Gelato, which is unbelievably good.
Ooh, peanut butter jelly time.
Yeah, buddy. And what I had for dinner, I had a Slurpee from 7-Eleven, and I had a bag of sourdough chips because why not?
Sourdough chips. Oh, okay.
Bread chips.
Yeah, like the bread chips they put in like trail mix things like that.
Crisps.
Yeah, they're tasty. Why not?
Yeah.
I'm on a diet, you know. Slurpee was my indulgence.
And the crisps?
The crisp, you know, that's healthy, right? It's bread.
No.
It's one of your 5 a day, is it? Is that the way
You know, got to get your fiber in.
Yeah.
There's no fibre in baked bread. Yeah.
So, just very quickly, Richard was going to do. I was going to say, do you want to give us a potted history of Raylo?
Well, I think no. I want Ray to do it. Give us a brief.
Want me to give my own history?
A brief
Okay.
discography.
Yeah. Tell us who you are and what you do, Raylo.
Okay, so I'm a everyday jackass that happened to smoke 3 packs a day for 15 years. And I started to get into vaping somewhere around 2008. I got one of those stupid little cigalikes, the bridgeless atomizer, whatever they were called back then, paid $200 for it. And once it was gone, and I went right back to smoking because my girlfriend smoked. Around 2013, I got one of the very first, what are they, the I Taste VVs and a VV Nova tank, and told myself I'm going to stop smoking. That weekend, stopped smoking, haven't touched a cigarette since. Then I decided, I was getting all these questions. All my friends, they're like, hey, what's this vape thing? How do you build coils? Everything looks so complicated. So I made a YouTube channel. That YouTube channel was Raylo Vapes. It wasn't meant to be anything in particular. I was doing this specifically to answer questions from my friends. I became a reviewer off of that because people started to recognize me from the horrible videos I was making, which was my old cell phone sitting on a cookie jar in my dining room. They were not good. And from there, I got in contact with a distribution company that was doing stuff for UD Technologies, people that made the iGo W. And I had a meeting with them, and then I met the people from UD. They came out from China to meet me. I was like, what? You guys are flying from China to meet me? I'm nobody. But it went happen, and they were trying to convince me to do reviews for them, and they were going to pay me to do reviews. And of course, that wasn't happening. I wasn't going to do that. And then I told them, I was like, look, you guys have made some garbage recently. That was, you know, the iGo 2, 3, 4, 5.
I had
6.
one of those. I had one of those 4 coil ones.
Yeah.
W2 or W3 or something.
Yeah, and they were garbage. And I think they were shocked. They're like, this big giant American guy is sitting here telling us how horrible our stuff is. We flew out here to offer him money. So I told him, I was like, look, you know, I came from a construction background. I did a lot of stuff with my hands, designing, whatnot. And I kind of drew some stuff out on a napkin at this Mexican restaurant I took him to. And I was like, you should make this. And that was the very first mod that I ended up making with them. And then I also started to sketch out a design for the Goblin, which was the big tank that brought them back out from under their little cave of horrible products.
And I think we all had that, actually. I think we all had
that. It was horribly popular.
Horribly
popular. Yeah. That was a big step for them.
Huge. Yeah. And so when I showed them this, they're like, oh, you design. I was like, yeah, I can help you guys. Let's do this. You want to pay me? Pay me for designing. I'll design for you. That's what I want to do. So from there, I started working with UD, and we designed a whole bunch of things. And I was doing expos with them and trying to help them with their business, because you guys know China, they're not so great about doing business in different countries. So I started working with them on that. We kind of blew them up. And then from there, I met with the people from Kidney Puncher, and they wanted to bring me on as a marketing guy. I worked with Kidney Puncher for a while. And during this time when I was doing my reviews, I, of course, had done some stuff for Vapetasia. And I met Chris, who's the owner from Vapetasia. He's sitting right here next to me, but I think he's too shy to get on camera.
I could come on, Chris. Come on, Chris.
He's not feeling good. I'm not going to make him do that. You guys can look at my pretty face instead. And so me and Chris had been talking on and off for years. And of course, he made Killer Custard, which has been my all-time favorite juice since I first reviewed it back in, I think, 2013.
I think it's Richard's as well, I think.
Yeah, it's just good.
My number one juice.
I can't find one that's beat it since, and I've tried all of them. And anyway, so me and him started talking, and all of a sudden, he offered me a job. He's like, move to Vegas and start working for Vaptasia. So now I work here. I quit Kidney Puncher, and I had to sadly quit designing for UD because after my 1-year contract was over and I made them millions upon millions of dollars with all the products that I designed for them, they offered me free tools to keep designing for them.
Nice.
Like, free tools. Like, yeah,
Fucking
that's
hell.
not happening. Well, I think what happened with them is they moved. They got a whole new like manager set up and all that good stuff, and they decided they would rather crowd share and get information. Hence why you haven't seen any big hits from UD kind of since I left. Not to boost my own ego here, but you know.
The last thing I had from them was the Bellis and the Zephyrus, I think.
Yeah, those were the last things that I designed.
Yeah.
And I was trying to do some stuff like, you know, when the bigger tanks were coming out, and I had everything worked out, but of course I wasn't going to send it to them until I had my contract. And then when they're like, oh, we can't pay you, but we can give you free tools, I was like, well, it was nice working with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So was there a staff change there?
I guess it was a major staff change. A lot of people didn't want to move when they moved.
They
And
completely
I
changed the
lucked out.
relationship with the reviewers as well, didn't they? At the same
Yes.
time.
Well, because what was happening is anytime I designed something, it would be sent to me, and then of course I would send it out to all the different reviewers that I knew. And that started to happen, and then I guess they decided, well, hey, you know, we can make fast money and we don't need to pay this guy in America. We can just go on our Facebook group and be like, hey, what do you guys want? And then try and make something out of everyone's designs.
Don't you? But that's one of my. There's a couple of favourite questions that you see newbies coming into the industry, and they think that all you do is you find a Facebook group and go, "Hey, what do you want from an atomizer?" But my favourite one is a new e-liquid. They've called themselves an e-liquid company. And it's a bloke in the kitchen with a bucket, and he puts, "Look, what's the best flavour?" You go, "What the fuck? What does that even mean?" And then everybody just starts writing. Vanilla, strawberry, and a blueberry, and you just imagine what did this guy think the best thing that was going to happen?
Yeah,
one bloke,
because everyone's going to have a different opinion.
It's fucking stupid as shit.
Yeah, it's like make a good juice first. That'd be a good idea. It's kind of.
And the other one I've had a couple of times was somebody sent me liquids when they're trying to be. I totally get this as well. They send you out a liquid to try, and it's just for feedback. And I don't talk about it, but just give them a bit of feedback. And a couple of them, I remember my favourite one tasted like fish crisps or fish chips. And I just kind of went. I just sort of sent them a private message saying, "Just quit, just quit." Because I don't make juice because I don't think my taste buds are all that good, but yours are fucking mental. That's fucking horrible. Yeah, I'd rather have a swing and a miss than just go, "What's the best?" No.
That's pretty broad ask, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
So the next thing, Ray, it's, how does the whole process work with China then? Because obviously you're gonna, there's gonna be toing and froing, and it's one of these things that I don't think a lot of people kind of understand, or they kind of watch Phil Basado on a plane, and then he comes back and he kind of says everything's great. It's kind of like what actually happens in terms of.
Well, basically the way that I worked with them is a lot of our correspondence was through online. So like WhatsApp and stuff like that. Emails, I would send them out my designs and they would check those things out and we'd go back and forth that way. I never actually went to China. I was about that close to moving there. They were trying to get me to work there at their new location and be their in-house guy. And I was kind of glad that I decided not to do that with all the things that ended up happening about a few months later.
Yeah.
But for me, it was all online.
Tell Chris if he doesn't want to come on the camera, tell him to shut the fuck up.
He's still got to do business where it works.
He didn't hear that. He's probably going, what?
Let's see, Dave.
What we
But
should
that's
do.
why I keep muting myself.
Now, what you should do is just leave. Don't mute yourself. Just leave it on for a second, and we'll go quiet and we'll listen to what he's doing, and then see. So, I mean, I think John's going to go just like touch on the future, but did any of the FDA things kind of like touch upon what you did? Was that starting to come into effect at that point, or was that kind of beyond that, or is the FDA kind of affecting? How's it affecting you now that you're at Vaptasia? How's it going there with it?
Well, when I was still doing stuff with UD, the FDA thing wasn't solid yet. We didn't know what was going on, and I sort of broke away from them before that really hit. Now, with other companies like here in America, especially like with Vaptasia, of course, all of our new lines, we had to get out before August 8th because that was sort of that deadline. You can't release anything new after that. Yeah. And then dealing with all of that madness going back and forth and filling out the forms, and it's still a big confusing market right now.
Yeah. So is it just, how's it looking overall in terms of like, how's it affected you in terms of your bottling, testing, all of that kind of stuff? Have you had to really change everything up, have you, or is it not quite as severe as that yet?
Well, I mean, for the most part, everything we did, we had to get done before that August 8th deadline. We just can't do anything new right now. So that's the big thing that kills you. It kills all innovation. But of course, there's still plenty of companies that are doing it, and they're still trying to treat it like, well, you know, the FDA is not doing anything yet, so we're just going to keep releasing until they put the pressure on us. And I think that's kind of foolish in my opinion. I think we need to follow those laws. And then on top of that, we're trying to do stuff with the TPD because we also sell stuff in the UK as well. So that makes things very difficult, trying to manage both the FDA and the TPD and make sure everything is working on both ends.
Yeah.
What's the feeling like on the ground for normal vapors in America right now, right? Do they feel like it's
I truthfully
over,
don't think most consumers don't care. They're just like, whatever, it's not our deal. Like, let the companies deal with it. And it's kind of sad. I mean, there are groups. There's one group that I kind of affiliated myself with, the Consumers for Advocacy. And that's a bunch of guys. They were doing coils for advocacy before. So they'd go to shows, they build coils. And when you're there getting your coil built, they could talk to you about advocacy, which I thought was genius. But of course, since they can't build coils anymore and sell them because of the wonderful FDA, now they're doing Consumers for Advocacy. And they're doing stuff like going out to shops and picketing, putting up signs and letting people know what's going on and trying to get people motivated and get people on the ground running and know, like, this is urgent. We need everyone, not just the businesses. Everyone needs to be about it, not just us. And that's the hard thing.
But attached to that question, I might as well drop in this one. What's the sort of same thing, really? The feeling on the ground with you've got a new president. I think you're going to call him a president, at least for now.
Yeah. A new Twitter god.
A new Twitter god. Is are people feeling? I've seen quite a few sort of optimistic reviewers talking about Flump and
well, so here's one thing. The only thing that I've seen so far, I don't like the guy, but whatever, he's the president, nothing we can do about it now. The one thing that I've seen where it kind of gives me hope is any new regulation, they need to get rid of 2 existing regulations. So does that mean that they're going to just throw away all this FDA regulation on vaping? No. But there is a chance, possibly, maybe, that if things go right, that could be one of the regulations that get taken off the docket. But that's yet to be seen, and he's not officially in yet, and we won't know until things actually happen. I'm hoping it does, but I'm highly optimistic about it.
Okay.
What else have we got there? John, we've got notes. We've actually written down questions for you here, Ray. With that,
questions for me.
We are that organised.
You guys are better than the Vape Talk UK guys.
No, we're not. We're just fuck losers who write everything down.
You didn't go on that show, did you? Right?
I was their very first guest.
It was like there's like a rehearsal.
You know, they threw me out and they said I wasn't the best guest of 2016. So I'm going to cheat on them, and now I'm going to go on your show instead.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah, but the problem you've got is you're going to come up against people like Mark Todd, and it's.
Hey, I understand. I'm just a dirty American that goes on these UK shows.
That's good.
I totally get it.
We'll probably have Dino and Cisco on at some point, so that'll, That'll just add to it, I guess.
Yeah. So, what have we got next in the notes? We've heard, I put this, I'll read it verbatim. We've heard from other vape reviewers in the US that the footfall at conventions is dropping. What's your experience of that?
Absolutely, 100%. And here's the thing. You can't throw a big expo every goddamn weekend. It's every weekend. There's another expo going on, and it's just not going to happen. The FDA making it so you can't give out free product. So all the team free shit people, they're not going to show up because they're just there to get the free stuff. They can't get free stuff. They're not going to go. If there's an expo every weekend, which one are you going to go to? You're going to go to this one. You're going to wait a month and go to that one. And then for companies like us, we can't afford to go to an expo every weekend. We got work to do. We have business to take care of. Yeah. So I think, and I've talked about this to a few people, if they made it to where there was maybe 4, 5, even 6 throughout the year in all of the United States, you would have people excited about it. Yeah, you don't see like a big car convention every single weekend. You don't see a big electronics expo every weekend.
We have kind of 3 big ones, don't we, in the UK?
We have 4 now, don't we? We have Expo twice.
Oh, Expo twice, fair enough. But it's
3 is enough for us, isn't it? For me personally, I'll go to 3 a year, and that's plenty.
And we're fucked by the end of it. When you've even done, so we'll do one in April, we'll do one in May, and we'll hit the one in August for the weekend. And done. And the other thing is the build up is great. It's really good fun as well. We already know, we all know it in ourselves that by the time we hit like the end of February, we're going to be kind of telling people, make sure you got your hotels booked. We're going to be at the bar. We're going to see you here. And then everyone just descends, and it's brilliant, just excellent fun. But I tell you, if it was every weekend, I just think, oh fuck it, I can't be asked.
Yeah, it takes the whole fun out of it. Like, okay, it's like I'm going to see the same people I saw just last weekend. You know, it's like if it's only a few times every year, and you know, America's a big country, so it's like if they have one on the East Coast, they can have one on the West Coast, they can do one in the Midwest. They, you know, and they can stagger it like that. People would be excited again. People would start going, and you'd get more vendors involved with it instead of it just being all juice companies. Mind you, I work for a juice company, and we killed it at ECC this last year. But at the same time, it's like, when's the next show we're going to go to? We're not going to go to the next like 5 or 6 that are going on. We're going to wait until a while and then go back out there and hit it hard again. Yeah. So I think that's the biggest reason why we're having that. Because back in the day, you didn't have as many expos, and you'd go to a big expo and there's everyone there. All the big vendors are there.
I think that's what's good about the UK ones. There's so few that they're a real get-together where everybody turns out for them. And we all do go to those 3 big ones of the year. And it's great. We have a blast, don't we?
Absolutely, yeah. The second you get there, your phone starts going off, like, where are you? What are you going to do? And then it's sort of go to the thing, check out what's new, and go to the pub or go out to an Indian restaurant.
It's like it's like the convention becomes secondary to just the social thing, and I think that's the bit that you lose when you've got one every week, because
it drives everything though, because the deals are made in the bar, you know.
Yeah, I like to walk round to the stalls just to see the people that I know are running the businesses.
Absolutely,
yeah. And I mean that's what most of the conventions are, even out here. It's like it's a big social event. You go, you meet everyone. You know, the business day, you're going to get your shops and stuff like that. Once the show's over, everyone meets up, everyone goes to the bar, everyone goes back to the hotel, someone's throwing a hotel party or a mansion party, everyone has a good time. Yeah. But again, you do it every weekend, it's not as fun.
Yeah, completely.
Absolutely. And you're knackered as well, because it's like you say, it's a big fucking country, it's a lot of travelling as well.
Yeah, fuck that. If you're flying over there. I've got, I just thought we'd ask you, to be honest, Ray. Have you been to the UK yourself? If so, what's your...
I sadly haven't. I would love to go, though.
Oh, don't worry. I thought if he hasn't, we're still going to go. If so, what's your favourite thing about our blessed Isles? But if not, what have you always wanted to try that you've heard we have and you don't?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, architecture for me, being that I used to be an old construction worker, like that's
What's your
one thing
favourite
that
British
I'm.
building? There's some crap. We beat you. What's your?
Oh, you guys have way better. Like all of our stuff out here is so like new.
It's new.
I like
Yeah,
old.
It's all made of wood and gets blown down when a stiff wind comes along.
Yeah. Well, like, you know, with us, we're here in Las Vegas, and the Las Vegas Strip changes like every year. There's some new building. There's one building getting taken down, another one getting thrown back up, and you don't get to see all of the old architecture, the history. There's no history.
Oh, but you don't. But there's a misconception about London. Like everybody think. I mean, architecture. There's not really another city like it. But all the shit stuff got knocked down ages ago. That's
Oh, I'm sure. But
there's a lot of
there's
crap
still
in
that
between the
history.
good bits. They just knocked it down.
I think it'd be hard pushed to come to London and not enjoy London.
You got. I mean,
I guarantee I would love it.
I'd love to go to New York. I think I'd love New York as well. Though.
That's pretty incredible.
Well,
as well.
somebody's got a call.
Yeah.
Is it Chris? Chris, get your phone.
Chris,
Phone. Fuck's sake.
he's got to come on here before the.
Man.
He
Before
can't
the end
hear
of the
us.
show,
Oh, he's
so-
on the headphones.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can't hear you guys, only me.
Bollocks.
I don't want you guys to get the reverb from everything.
So you're saying, architecture is the thing. If you were ever to come over here, you think?
That and fishing. You guys have the Wells catfish, and I'm a big fisherman, and that's always been a dream of mine to catch one of
Oh,
those.
you say that. It's actually France has better catfish fishing.
Yeah, way better. Catfish.
Do they
Yeah.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
But
person.
the French hate Americans, so I don't ever want to go to France.
No,
Oh,
what
they,
you do
they
is go to,
fucking hate us more than they hate you. Oh,
Yeah.
no. Fuck.
with the
Yeah,
person you need to speak to is Jim Shorrock. If you speak to Jim Shorrock, look for him, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, he's got this. It must be about 400-pound catfish that they went and caught over in Spain or something like that.
It was France. They caught it on the Seine, exactly like what Rick's saying. The catfish could eat you. They're massive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah, they're massive. They're 10, 12 foot things over there.
Is there any of our food? Have you ever wanted to try? We've got something over here you haven't got. It's called shit. I always get this bacon.
Spotted
shit.
dick. You
I'm
guys
trying
have
to
spotted dick.
Have you heard of bacon before?
Bacon? No, what's bacon?
Well, you know that horrible thin, crispy dog shit that you have at breakfast time? It's like that, but it tastes nice. It's got the same name as well, bacon.
Come on, they must have some like bacon over there.
He does it. He does it every single American.
He's got this thing about bacon, Ray. Don't
I do. I'm just fucking horrible.
We've discussed about gravy before, Ray. That you guys don't do gravy properly.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it depends on what kind of gravy.
That's true, but like two things could not be more different. Like British gravy and American gravy, just a different substance.
What's gravy in America then? Is it like tomato sauce or tomato sauce or tomato?
No, see, normally with us, it's beef drippings, and then you use a roux and make it thick.
Well, that's what we do for a gravy.
Yeah, but they've got this like looks like chicken soup, like yellow, creamy yellow thing that they put on a biscuit.
Oh, you're talking about country gravy.
Country gravy.
We've learned something here. They do real gravy over there.
They do have proper gravy.
The meat juices, flour to make the roux, and a bit of stock to give it a bit more oomph.
Have you had a biscuit before, Richard?
No.
Oh, they're fucking amazing. It's like a scone.
Scone.
Yeah. Tastes fantastic.
Fucking country channel again.
We're going off on a tandem here.
Anyway,
Yeah, we're off. I was
going to ask
in the questions.
I was going to ask Ray, what's next for Vape Tasia? We've seen the fruit and custard line.
The next
I know you're a little bit.
There's other juices as well, haven't we? The lemonades and stuff, is it?
Yeah, there's lemonades.
They're really nice. Great. I like all those.
Thank you. And actually, a little bit of a shameless promo here. I worked out a deal with one of our big vendors in the UK, and he's doing a 40% off code for you guys. It's e-liquids.uk, and if you use coupon code OMSHOW40, you get 40% off of all of the juice.
That's pretty cool.
Nice.
Can you post that on the group for us, Ray, later in a bit?
Yeah, I'll gladly do it. And I think he's also in here watching this as well.
Where's he hiding? Is he in chat?
Cheers, dude. That's a wicked code. 40% off, bargain.
I'll be jumping on that.
Oh, Anthony.
There we go. Yeah.
Anthony.
There he is. Yeah.
Still, still
there
got
we
in the
go.
group. That's awesome.
Cheers, man.
But have
Yeah.
you got any new? What's next? Are you
Yeah,
or
so-
is the FDA putting a stop?
Well, all of our juices have been released, but of course we push them as we go, so it feels like we're still giving you guys something new all the time. The next big one that we're going to be pushing is the vape parfait. So we have a strawberry and a blueberry parfait that we sort of branched out and we brought with us to ECC, and everyone was real excited about it because it's not your typical like the sour yogurts that a lot of people were doing. It's more on the sweet side. So you have the strawberry and the honey glazed granola with the yogurt mixed in, and they're amazing. And then we have the Vape Goodies line, which is where the pistachio gelato is coming from. Again, this is by far my favorite juice now, next to Killer Custard. I mean, it's just done so well, and not even just being biased. This is
Are these
Vape
juices?
Tasia was one of my favorite juice companies before I ever started working here.
Are these juices, Ray? They're over in the UK now, but are they going to be? What are you going to do? Are they going to be? You're going to be supplying them 10 ml bottles, or?
That's the goal. We're currently working on how we can get that situated so that way we're running correctly with TPD as well as what we're doing here with the FDA.
And maybe somebody sitting here that might be able to help you with that.
Possibly.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah. But it's like banging your head into a wall trying to deal with all of the different countries and everything that they want and everything that you need to do for them and be compliant with everyone.
I think it's kind of you almost need to find the easiest one to deal with and go, right, we'll start up just a limited company there and then kind of spread out from doing, making a limited.
The trouble is as well, is that I know it's exactly the same with the FDA as it is over here with the TPD, is that a lot of these regs are being made up on the hoof, really, and and it's down to interpretation. It's down to interpretation from the enforcement officers, really, and so, it's really difficult because you've got to try not to break the law, but it's not breaking the law. It's somebody's interpretation of what they wrote down, and how many officers there are putting that law through. Every person's got a different interpretation of what that line means. I know a couple of vape shops in the UK have not because I've said it, but they've had the same idea as me, which is they've called the enforcement officer and asked him what he takes it to mean, and then worked within that because they know he's going to be the one who enforces it, and he can't enforce shit if he said it. That's the easiest way to say it.
You would think that. Now, the funny thing is
that's the way it works with the TPD in the UK that we can do is the workaround to get that.
So we had a webinar. The FDA did a webinar shortly after the deadline was reached, and they were answering questions about the regulations that are going on here, and they couldn't even answer them. And then there's been a lot of videos of people calling the FDA to ask questions, like simple stuff like, hey, can I get a coil built at this vape shop? And they couldn't answer the question for them. And it's just like, well, this is the phone number we're supposed to call to ask questions about the regulations to make sure we're not breaking the law. And they were calling as a consumer trying to get answers on what they can and cannot get at a vape shop, and the FDA could not answer those questions for them.
Mental.
Yeah, the regulating body that's making these laws cannot answer questions about the laws that they're making, which is just unbelievable.
That's not.
Absolutely.
Anyway, next question, really quickly, because we're going to move on to other bits. I think what we've got planned.
We're just about there. Yeah.
And I'm going to ask this because I have to throw in a curveball, which is right. The Bellus RTA, right?
Yes.
Diffused airflow doesn't work, does it?
Nah. It was a thought. I wanted to try it. I wanted to see how it worked. I mean, the main goal for me with that was trying to have something that had more of like the RDA airflow instead of your typical like bottom air and all that kind of stuff. I was trying to do something different.
Yeah.
And a lot of people seemed to like it. A lot of people didn't. And one thing I was mad about, so when I was doing those designs, I would come up with a rough draft of that design and be like, here you guys go. I'd give it to their designer, their in-house guy. He would kind of monkey around with it. He'd send it back to me. We'd go back and forth. And it was kind of their idea. They're like, oh, let's do this. Let's do this. Diffused. It'll break it up. It'll make it nice. And I think if it would have been
Nothing.
wide open on the inner hole, and matched those diffused holes, it would have been different. But I don't understand why they made the airflow that big and then so small. And it just
Yeah,
It was
it's kind of
aesthetic.
for me,
It was
it was
just
all about
aesthetics for that Atty. I think it looked quite different having the holes on the outside, but it didn't make any difference to the medium-sized hole inside. The holes inside, did it?
no.
It's
And
not
see,
like
like I said, I wanted, whenever I was designing things, especially towards the end, like before I ended up leaving, for me it was all about, I want airflow from the drip tip to match the airflow at the base of the build deck to match the airflow that's at the bottom. Like I wanted everything to be the exact same all the way through, so you had nothing constricting it. And like say with the Cleto, like if I turn this half, it's the same as if it's wide open because the airflow in the coil head is the restricting body of this tank.
Yeah.
So I was trying to get rid of that, and of course that never happened, and I ended up having to quit. And I never want to work with China again.
Yeah.
Anyway, right. What we got next? I think Richard. Richard? We got Richard first, don't we?
Yeah,
So, we move on with the troll of the week. I think Richard.
We've got a couple of features, Ray. If
Yeah,
that's
you'll
all
like
right.
these.
Sticking around.
Yeah, help yourself. I'm just here hanging out with you guys. I'm just glad to be on the show with you.
Cool.
Thanks, Steve.
Right, let's get into it then, Rick.
Right, bear with me. I've sort of lost some stuff going on here. Oh, I'm not on the ball anymore. Right.
My booster cushion keeps slipping. I don't want to. Everybody
Pile
realise
cushion.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. First up, troll of the week.
Troll
Roll
of the
of the week.
I'm gonna
Troll of the week. Hey.
Right, this is the first one. This. Oh, you need to present. Oh, yeah. Okay.
He's presenting. You're okay.
Right. There we go. Yeah, this tickled me. I don't know if it tickled anyone. I don't know. But I'm not called Charles.
Oh.
On one of my videos, Charles Diver put cheers, Charles, and I just had to put cheers.
No, we got to do it properly. John, you got to do the voice. Come on.
I do it. Cheers, Charles.
That was so wank.
Cheers.
It's not enough words to do, is it?
I just, for some reason, I liked it.
I get what you mean. If it had a comma, it would have made a lot more sense. Cheers.
Yeah.
Charles.
Do you think that's what he was doing?
Yeah, he was showing cheers.
It might have been cheers from
He
Charles.
was writing you an
He made
email.
it funny.
on YouTube.
Cheers.
Yeah, he was writing you an email in YouTube. That's what he
So
was
you've been horrible to somebody who's been
You've been
very
mean
nice.
to somebody who doesn't understand grammar.
Rotten bastard.
He's probably about 75 years old. He's wondering what the fuck's going on. He saw your video, and it's the first comment he's ever made on
It's
the
the
internet.
first video he's ever really felt at home.
That's the last video he'll never comment on. He'll
Yeah.
never comment on one again
Fuck
now. You
you.
ruined it.
Well, I'm over capacity anyway. I'm going to be banning some subs anyway.
Oh, I've got one for you.
Well, yeah. Let's move on then to the next one. We'll leave Charles alone now, shall we?
It gets quite dramatic after this. Damien put this on SV, and it's just the meanest thing I've ever seen.
It's horrible. He's not as big as Big Tom's bigger than Damien.
Go on then,
Lightly.
go on, John. Let's have a voice for Mr. Messi.
Okay. Damn, I haven't seen your channel for ages, and you're starting to look a bit like Big Tom. Look after yourself. Don't let yourself go to shit.
Oh, that's not true. Damien's not that
I
big.
thought the voice had to match the intellect.
Damien's got a bit comfortable. He hasn't put on much weight.
Oh,
no.
God.
It's
No,
fine.
£2 to be all right.
He's still fuck. I'd love to be his size. He's small.
13.
It's just an amazing comment because it sounds quite sincere.
yeah.
Yeah, well, let's be honest. Big Tom has gone to shit. No. Sorry, Tom.
Don't apologise.
Next.
Yeah, I didn't get permission from Damien, so hopefully that's cool.
You
fine.
did. Yeah.
Damien's quite happy to get any attention he can get. It's all right.
And he's back. I should also
he's back,
caveat
yeah,
that with
bloody
he's
good.
back.
Yeah, he's back.
A bloody good fisting is back on YouTube's.
Yes,
Changed all his-
beautiful artisan review.
Yeah, wicked.
Oh, has he got
little cans.
Oh,
No,
He hasn't got an artisan.
Elemental.
Elemental.
Oh,
I was going to say, has he got an artisan? I didn't
No, he got one. He's got one.
No, he's never going to get one of them.
He's too much of a Geppetto. He's too much of a chicken leg fan, isn't he? Anyway,
next.
Likes his PlayStation controllers.
This has got to be.
This is the worst.
John can be Inky. Oh, we know Inky. Tight noodles.
Yep, friend of the channel.
Okay, we'll do. I'll do.
He's a lovely bloke, but I'll just say this is possibly the most horrible comment you could ever put on any other reviewers.
He's just left the chat as well. Inky left
I
think we've got to do this around the other way. John, you've got to do the Todd reply for this one.
Okay.
Right, so am I Inky then?
You're Inky.
Yeah.
Nice.
Surprised Watofo didn't make it TPD compliant, given that it's post August 8th. So presumably they wouldn't be permitted to sell it in America. Cheers. P.S. Vic's build was neater. Lol.
What? Wait, why aren't dead to me? You are dead, I tell you.
Right.
That's the worst comment you can ever get. That's bad.
I sent Mark that thing to do his builds and everything, and
I know, but he just keeps eating chicken with it.
I like the fact.
he doesn't.
Inky, get back on chat, you silly bastard.
Yeah,
we're winding that.
Inky Tatus, as we call him.
I'll send him a message. Yeah, so it just happened that we both put the Serpent Alto review up at the same time.
Some Foxy just put in chat, there's been a murder.
A murder.
Murder.
Bit of Taggart.
Murder.
I was thinking more, she can't do any more, Captain. Was it original Star Trek, was it?
Oh, we're all doomed. Doomed, I tell you.
Yeah, that worked.
We're getting really now. Ray's like, what the fuck is it?
We'll run through this last bit and we'll be done.
So that's
We'll let you off, Ray.
Star-studded troll of the week.
I'm over here laughing. I miss the trolls since I don't do the YouTube stuff anymore.
They're still there, right? They're still there, don't worry.
We can arrange it through Facebook for you.
Fucking.
I'm just reading the chat and just dying. I like the whole, like, no eyebrow American, like, young Santa.
I'm just pleased to have somebody on who's got some real man hair for a change.
Yeah. I just don't have the eyebrows. I have it everywhere else, but
you can borrow mine if you like. Apparently, John's been hypnotized.
I should implant,
They're getting off on your brows in chat at the moment, Craig. They're hypnotic, apparently.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to join them together. I'm going to go for the unibrow loop.
Or the mono.
Yeah, the monobrow, yeah. Just
see, that's why I just put the glasses on. I took the contacts off. I kind of hide the brows and maybe just drop the beanie down a little bit.
Damn it. You see, this is the problem. I haven't thought this through, have I? I haven't thought this through.
Anyway, look, we're going off on a tangent.
Right, go. Okay, we've got mods.
Mod showcase of the week.
It's that time of week again. Mod showcase of the week. And this week we've got a lovely mod to show you from a lovely guy. He's a friend of the show, and he's a little wee, not wee. That's where that makes him sound Scottish. He's a little green man who lives in an island called Ireland.
Oh,
and he's aged 5 1/3, and his name's Aidan Lanane. And he's made a lovely mod, and I think it's definitely worth showing. I don't even think he had any help from his parents. So let's have a look at this mod that he made. I think it's really quite special.
I've got to kill my eyebrows like Ray's tash.
What do you rate of this then?
That's brilliant. I like that little step down the side as well.
Oh, that's nice.
That's pretty.
He's done a good job of that. It's a lovely bit of stab wood as well, isn't it?
What do you think, Ray? Thumbs up from Ray.
What's the word?
Looks nice.
It's what's the phrase? Sick burl, bro. That's
yes.
It is a very nice. He's done a really good job. I'm really quite impressed with the wood on it.
How smooth is that? You know the tube down. You know the opening, the way he's done the edges on that. It's incredible.
Yeah, he's done a really nice job, and the blank as well obviously helps. He's got a good blank there, but he's got good edges, good gaps around the tube. Yeah. I think it's
done fantastically well.
You know, he's knocking these mods out, and he's really doing a good job as usual. We always have him on because he's doing such good stuff. You know,
he's starting to get some real looks from the high end crowd. I've noticed in the last.
Well, Damien didn't like the fact he used the fact that he vapes tube and had the washer in there, but.
Fucking hell, I mean,
I like it.
if you're getting your game on to the point where you're making something like that,
Mhm.
the leap from that cap,
Yeah.
even if that was a negative, it's minimal at that point. You've done all of the hard work, really.
The next step really is to get maybe a custom cap, isn't it? You know, I mean, I suppose. But I think it's just outstanding work. I mean, that.
Yeah.
Look at it. Look at that wood on it. It's great. It's fantastic. So yeah, that's really it. Yeah, good shit. Good job, Aidan, and keep it up, mate. We'll keep showing them if you make them like that. So
So I think we're about there, aren't we?
that's mod showcase of the week done. And if you've got a mod to show off, go on mod showcases on Facebook.com. And that's it.
Oh, apparently for the US customers, Home Show 40 for www.vapetasty.com. But Ray, if you do put a post up, or Anthony, if you want to put a post up, then just put it in there, and then we can jazz it up and do everything you want with it and get it all sorted out for. So, how long are you running that for, by the way, as well?
I think we're going to run that until Sunday, till the end of Sunday.
Magic, because everybody tomorrow morning will all be kind of crowding up. So, let's see if we can get some traffic that way.
Excellent. Well, I think we're about there, gentlemen. So, Raylo, thank you ever so much for coming on, mate. And
Cheers, Ray. It was wicked.
Cheers, Ray.
Thanks
Awesome.
for having me on, you guys. I appreciate it.
Awesome.
And yeah, this has been the Ideal Home Show. Thanks for watching. We will catch you next week.
And we keep a bunch of idiots.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.